What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Wrestling Nerd himself, right here, back with another video. This time, this is my first edition of the T Money Show here. My first edition of the show. This I separate this show from the wrestling. I don't talk about wrestling on this show at all. I talk about entertainment, music, and stuff. What's going on in the music world, basically. And right now, today, my two subject topics is gonna be Drake, Chris Brown, and Justin Bieber's album leaking a week earlier than the initial release was this week. So let's talk. Drake and Chris Brown fighting over Rhianna in a club. Now, I know this is a little old news. Some of you who heard about it on Twitter last Thursday, I believe. Um, and Twitter was buzzing about this whole thing. And it leads everyone to think that Rihanna is fucking the crew, basically. That Rihanna is basically a hoe being passed around by everyone. Um, this is not good for neither man. I mean, Chris Brown almost lost his career behind Rihanna. She really almost messed his whole career up where he was flopping and I mean it was a lot of drama when Chris Brown and Rihanna broke up. When Chris Brown really beat the tar shit out of her for giving him a disease basically. And then, you come back let's see 3 years later and Chris Brown is on a song with Rihanna. The Birthday Cake remix. He first off, just last couple weeks back, Drake and Chris Brown and some other guy were on Twitter bashing Rihanna, and so it's kind of confusing, this whole situation, in my opinion. It's really kind of confusing. It really leads you to think that maybe this is all just a big ruse. It dates back to when at the Grammys when Chris Brown really did hit Rihanna. Maybe, I mean, it's all just a big ruse to get publicity, to get record sales and album sales. I mean, come on, let's face it. With this economic today, you can't really sell some records like you really want to. And Chris Brown's new album is on his way, coming in the next couple of weeks. Drake still trying to make money any way he can, And the other guy, I don't know what his problem is. There was a lot of alleged things going on in the club. They say Meek Mills got into it with the guys as well. And I'm like, Meek Mills? What the hell does Meek Mills have to do with Drake and Chris Brown? I'm like, it's just a bunch of nonsense over Rihanna, over some pussy, basically. Come on, guys. Out of all the women in the world, why is Rihanna someone to fight over? Really? Come on, guys. You're better than that now. I mean, let's be honest. Rihanna, Rihanna is a star. No doubt about it. Everybody knows who Rihanna is. Black, white, Hispanic, it don't matter. Everyone knows who that woman is. Rihanna is a star. So what better way to get publicity, to get name recognition off of a girl like Rihanna? Anything she hops on becomes an instant hit. I mean, it's just she's that big right now in the pop world, in the hip hop and R&B world. Well, not hip hop, but R&B world. And I find out I don't watch Women's Part like that. But then Terrence gets on Women's Part talking about, oh well, we don't condone violence here on Women's Part. We're not gonna even talk about what happened in the club. And then Terrence does one of the stupidest, dumbest things and shows a picture of Pop and Biggie. Basically trying to compare and contrast Chris Brown and Drake to Pop and Big. And I'm like, what the fuck? First off, Pop and Biggie's beef was over hip hop. It was over basically who was better. Basically, Pop believing allegedly that Biggie sent some goons to shoot at him. Drake and Chris Brown's altercation was basically about Rihanna. So how in the hell does Drake and Chris Brown fall into the same category of Pop and Big, two of the greatest rappers that hip hop has ever seen and probably will never ever see again? I was like, oh my god. I mean, who would actually in their right mind compare Drake? Drake is a phenomenal artist. Phenomenal. Chris Brown, the same thing. But comparing those two to Pop and Big creativity, that's just senseless. And that's stupid. I don't know what's Terrence J trying to make a basically a point about his whole what he was saying and how Pop and Big, it was kind of over Faith Evans a little. It was a little bit about Faith Evans as well. So I don't know. That's what basically Terrence was trying to compare that too. But if he was, that was just a bad example. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, really, come on, BT. No, don't do that to yourself. You look stupid when you do it. Anyway, That's one reason why I don't watch One Park right to this day. I lost interest in One Park a long time ago. Nobody really watches anymore, and they'll do anything to pop a little ratings in or here and there. But anyway, the whole thing is silly. It's stupid. I don't know why Drake. For one, Chris Brown is even fighting over Rhianna when allegedly she almost ruined this guy's career. I mean, I don't get what was the whole point of fighting over this woman. I mean, last time I checked, I thought y'all weren't even friends. I mean, what the fuck? It just makes you think something like, okay, was all just about Chris Brown hit me, crap, blah, blah, crap, crap, blah, blah. Basically, just trying to get publicity on Rihanna, have a little sincerity for Rihanna, and now we come back 3 years later, and Rihanna's really mad. Look like the bad bitch, the bad girl in this whole situation. Got niggas fighting over her and shit. I mean, I know Rihanna's back there laughing her ass off, just thinking like these some stupid motherfuckers fighting over my pussy. I mean, stupid shit like that. This is not a good look on Drake. This is not a good look on Chris. It's not a good look on Rihanna or anybody else involved in this. It's not really a good look for any of them. This might boost a little album sales of Chris Brown because we know Chris Brown's last album didn't do the Fame album. It did good, but it didn't do as well as Chris Brown's previous albums, like his first album, his second album. And I'm not going to count Graffiti. Graffiti was a flop. So, I mean, maybe Chris Brown's just trying to get some extra publicity, some extra album sales. I don't know. Drake already has an album out. His album's selling off the roof. I don't know what was the whole point of this, but it was stupid. If Rihanna was the whole point of these two men getting into an altercation, then she must have some incredible pussy. She must do. Really. But anyway, off those two fools, let's talk about Justin Bieber's album leaking 2 weeks before the initial release. I'm not really a Justin Bieber guy. I'm not like most YouTubers who get up here and hate on Justin Bieber basically and shit on him. I'm actually gonna download his album Believe. I'm gonna take a good listen to it. I mean, I believe in giving people a chance. I took a look at Currency's new album. I took a look at Waka Flocka's new album, which I ain't gonna review. Coming up in I don't know, maybe this week. So, but anyway, I took a look of a lot of people's album that I really wasn't too big on, and I like to give people a try. This is just a normal thing for any music artist. You got to worry about your album leaking probably a week early. And Justin Bieber to be such a big star, he should really expect this album to kind of leak a little early, knowing his fans and stuff like that. Once they get their hands on it, you're still gonna sell records. So I don't know why he's really, oh my God, my album leaked 2 weeks in a row. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna sell any records. Just calm down. Sometimes it works in the best interest for your album to leak a week early. So that gives people time to listen to your album and see if it's worth buying. That's why I understand with music artists, they kind of throw a bitch fit or a hissy fit when their album leaks a week early or a day early before the initial release. I'm like, okay, what's the point? You're still gonna sell records regardless. You still got that devoted fan base of yours that's gonna still buy your album regardless of what they hear or how bad it is. I mean, that's just a fan for you. I mean, even in today's era and age of recession, bad employment, and economical system, you still got devoted fans that are gonna still buy the album no matter what because that's their artist, their favorite artist. They're a fan of them. They're gonna support their guy. So, I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some, I guess. But anyway, Justin Bieber. I haven't checked out the album yet. I'm gonna check it out this week. I'm gonna give my review on Waka Flocka's brand new album as well. Also give my review on Justin Bieber's new album and a lot of more albums. T Money Show edition. This is the first episode of T Money Show. This is it for my first episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna wrap this up really quick here. My first episode of T Money Show. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys for episode number 2. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below. Give me your thoughts on Drake, Chris Brown, and Justin Bieber's album leaking a week, 2 weeks before initial release. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.